going to start kneeling today. We're going to start off nice and slow, just finding and connecting with our breath. Maybe shrugging our shoulders, sending our shoulder blades down the back of our back, bringing them forward. Anything that makes you feel good here. Maybe moving your head side to side. Now take a nice deep breath in and let it all go. Continue a few breaths here, just finding that peace. And with your next inhale, let's take the arms up and the gaze up and come down, bring our hands into prayer. Let's take the arms behind us now and interlock the hands. Push them down and away from us. And I'd like you to take them to the left side of your body. And then let's draw the left ear towards the left shoulder at the same time. And just move your head up and down in this position. Now place the left hand down to the left side of your body. And let's take the right arm up and over, taking the gaze towards that right arm. And then when you're ready, we're going to repeat down the opposite side. So interlock your hands behind you. Take them, swing them slightly over to the right side. Rest your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then take your head upwards and downwards on that right side. Again, let's take the right hand down to the floor. And then lean over with that left hand. Getting a nice stretch to the left side of the body. Let's come onto all fours. Shoulders stacked over our hands, hips over our knees. Find a nice neutral spine here. And let's just rock backwards and forwards. Getting a stretch here into the wrists. Keeping that nice neutral spine as we go. Now as you rock forward, come up onto, so you're lifting your palms off the floor. So we're just resting on the fingers here and you'll find a nice deep stretch into the hand. And then turn the hands in the opposite direction so the fingers are facing towards you. And we're going to rock backwards, sending the hips towards our heels. Come back up so you're kneeling, shake the hands out. And then come back through our all fours into our downward facing dog. We're just going to keep the legs bent here, really finding length through the spine. And then pedal it out. So walk your dog here, straightening one leg at a time. Really stretching through the calf muscles, through the anterior chain in the body. Now come back through plank. We're going to take a nice few breaths here. Maintaining that nice straight body all the way from your heels to your head. When you're ready, let's twist through into our side plank. Really maintaining that stability here, guys. Bring your navel towards your spine. Contract through the core. Keep everything strong. Now we're going to lift that left leg up, drawing it towards our chest, and then flip over, place it down into our low lunge. Drop the back knee of the right leg, and just bring your hands to the top of the thigh on the front foot. Let's rock it backwards and forwards here, finding length into the hip flexor and the hamstring. And then let's take an inhale, take the arms up. Reach up nice and tall. And then take the hands down. Let's lift up, drawing that back leg in closer. We're coming into a triangle variation here. We're just going to straighten through both legs and stretch down to that front leg. If you're not quite head to your knee yet, that's absolutely fine. You can place your hands onto 2 blocks. And then let's square it round to turn the hips, open through the legs, coming into our wide angle forward fold. Let's go for a halfway lift here, and then fold forward once more. Now we're going to drop down into our Cossack squat here, quite low, but not all the way through. So we're really strengthening here through the leg. Now turn it back over into that lunge. And coming back through plank. And we're going to repeat all of that on the opposite side. Brace yourselves and let's go. Taking some nice deep breaths here into the plank. Staying nice and stable, contracting through the core. When you're ready, let's turn it over into that side plank. Drawing the right knee up towards your chest, turning over, coming through into our low lunge. Drop the left knee, hands come up to our thigh. We're just going to rock backwards and forwards here, stretching into the back hip flexor and the front hamstring. When you're ready, let's draw that back leg up, coming into our triangle variation, so straighten through both legs, pulling down to that front leg. And if you need to, don't forget to take a block into each hand here. open up through center, turn the feet, coming into our wide leg forward fold. Take a halfway lift and then trying to go lower here. Okay, let's come into our squat on the other side. Bend through the leg here. Not go into your end range of motion here. So we're really working the strength into that bent leg. Good. Coming back for our forward fold. And then swing one leg through, coming into a side plank onto our forearm. Lifting the opposite arm up. Coming into our forearm plank here, we're just going to tilt our hips left to right. And then when you're ready, let's take it over to the other side. Coming back through forearm plank before lowering our hips to the floor. And we're in our Sphinx pose here. Slight extension through the spine. You can either stay here or straighten through the arms to take it a deeper extension. Look how I've opened up the legs here, just so there's no pinching within the lower spine. And then lower your upper body down to the floor and let's just rock our hips side to side. When you're ready, let's take it into child's pose. And then push up through the hips, coming into our downward facing dog. Coming back through plank here. You're going to love plank by the end of today, guys. We're going to take our right leg towards our right elbow, bending at the knee, and then the left. Let's do one more on each side. Staying strong through the arms, through the core. Now let's lower down into our all fours. We're going to tuck the toes and just hover the knees around 2 inches off the floor. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now untuck the toes and let's raise the right arm up and down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that one more time. And now let's do opposite arm and leg. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. This time with the opposite lift, we're going to do a crunch, elbow towards our knee. Round through the spine as you're bringing it in. We're going to do 2 of these on each side. Perfect. Now one more hover of the knees, tuck the toes, and let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And lower back down. Send the hips back. Let's come into our child's pose here. Really outstretch through the hands. Nice and long through the spine. And then let's come through our all fours. Swing one leg through. And then let's swing our hips up here. Pushing up, driving to get nice extension here through the side and through the spine. We're going to do 2 of these on each side. So when you've done your 2, let's switch sides. And let's take it up on the other side. Drive with the hips. One more time, let's go. Okay, let's come through into standing now. We're going to stand at the top of our mats. Inhale, let's take the arms up, reach up nice and tall, and then step back into our lunge. High lunge here, taking the arms up, and then we're going to turn the back foot to the side of the foot, opening up the arms here, before sending that front arm back over the top of our body, reaching down the back, getting a nice side bend here. And then turn the back foot back onto the ball of the foot, coming into that high lunge, and then stepping up to the top edge of your mat. Now let's take the opposite leg back. Opening up into our warrior 2, flipping the front wrist, and let's take it back, getting a nice side stretch here. Back into our warrior 2. Changing that front foot over into our high lunge, arms up, and then stretch and step back up onto the top of your mat. Let's come back down to seated. I'm going to do a boat foot pose variation. We're just going to breathe in and then exhale. Let's start making our way down and then inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale down, and if you're up for it, let's do a twist here through the upper body, and then exhale on the opposite side. Come back one more through center, and then let's take one more twist on each side. Let's take the arms folded, and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, let's make our way down to the base of our mat. Tuck the knees in towards our chest. Let's just rock side to side here. And then place the feet on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's lift one foot into tabletop, followed by the other. We're going to extend the left leg out and back in. Right leg out and back in. Let's do a few of those on each side. Obviously, the lower you take your leg out, the more engagement you will need through the core. When you're ready, let's take both legs out at the same time. Extend and then back in. Extend and back in. Really nice and controlled here, guys. Perfect. Hug the knees to your chest. Let's roll up to seated. Opening the knees here so our feet are together and then folding forward over our feet. Letting the knees fall out as wide as you can. Good. Now taking the hands behind you, let's go up, push our hips up into our tabletop and just rock backwards and forwards slightly. Then we're going to take one leg over on top, coming down into a seated figure 4. Push up, keeping that leg folded, then unwind, taking the opposite leg up, and then through into our seated figure 4. Pushing up through the hips once more to our tabletop. Taking the head back. One last time. Give it all you've got, guys. Stay strong in this position. Perfect. Now dip the hips. Come through into your lying position. Stretch out nice and tall. Take the arms above your head. And then bring them back down by your side. Let's have the palms facing up here. Thank you so much for doing today's session with me. I hope you enjoyed this Yoga for Strength session. Namaste.